Hi, I'm Wheeler Winston Dixon, James Ryan Professor of Film Studies at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I'd like to speak for a moment about motion picture magazines. There are basically three kinds of motion picture magazines. There are fanzines, which cater to fans. There are genre magazines like Fangoria, magazines which cover certain kinds of films. Then there are trade journals, and the most famous trade journals are things like Variety, which has been the show business Bible for years and years, American Cinematographer, which caters, of course, to cinematographers. There's the Hollywood Reporter, which is another trade journal. And more recently, there are web journals, which have really taken over in Hollywood as the most important trade journals. The most important of these, without any doubt, is Deadline Hollywood, which is run by Nikki Fink. Deadline Hollywood has become the absolute go-to source for news in the film industry, along with Box Office Mojo, which is the very best for numbers. And there's also a source called Hollywood Wiretap. And these are all trade journals. They don't deal in film criticism. They deal in numbers and facts and what's winning and what's losing, and who's moving from one studio to another, and what director is hot and what agent is not. And they're all business. There are also scholarly film journals. These are film journals that seriously analyze films and take them apart in such a way that they're really informed, serious film criticism. The most important of these are Sight and Sound, which is a British journal. Then we have the web journal Screening the Past, which is free and which anybody can log into. Framework, which is another serious film journal. Senses of Cinema, which is perhaps the greatest online film journal published in Australia, which is also free. And then there's also Film Culture, Film Comment, Film Criticism, a quarterly review of film and video, which is edited by myself and Gwendolyn Audrey Foster. These are a host of film journals which seriously examine the art and history and theory of film. All of these journals have a place. The fan journals appeal to the public. The trade journals keep people in the industry up on what's happening so they know what's going on. The theory and criticism journals, however, are increasingly important because foreign films are not getting a major release in the United States anymore. They often wind up on DVD or streaming or video on demand, and they don't really get the prominence they deserve. Once in the 1960s, every film used to have to open into a theater, and so you would be able to see everything from La Dolce Vita to Psycho in a theater on a big screen, but that's not true anymore. So for example, I look forward to Sight and Sound and Film Comment every single month so I can see all the films that are out there that I might have missed, and use the festival roundups in order to, the film festivals around the world, in order to become aware of these films. So these journals cater to different audiences and they're all valuable. The fan journals, the trade journals, and the theoretical journals, they're all part of the literature of film studies in the 21st century. I'm Wheeler Winston Dixon, and this is Frame by Frame.